Have you ever wondered why you're here? Have you ever wondered what your purpose is and what they call your why? Have you ever looked at your life in a pie chart formula to see where the balance is that you may be craving, missing, or enjoying? I'm Penelope, and I would like to welcome you to our fantastic live event that's coming to Adelaide on Saturday the 25th of March in a few short weeks. This is a follow-up from a video I did earlier today at the venue, and I was very excited to show you around. Now, upon coming home today, I've been reading and reading up, and there's a few things that caught my attention, and I really just wanted to share them with you, if I may. I'm always reading. A lot of the work that I do within the courses that I run, we talk about self-confidence and lack of self-confidence and self-worth. And we also talk a lot about choice and having a choice, often with the conditioning of what we've grown up with from child to adult. We weren't given a choice. Therefore, our mindset is in the state that we don't have a choice in anything we do. In fact, we do have a choice. Now, we have a choice the moment we wake up in the morning, open our eyes, put our feet on the floor and decide, make that choice, what mood we're going to be in for the day. Are we going to affect ourselves with the mood that we've chosen? Are we going to affect others with the mood that we have chosen? Or we could actually be consistent with our moods. Imagine being consistent with a mood. Now, we can all have those mood swings depending on how our day pans out, our week pans out, and how our life pans out as well. So we can make that choice whether to let those outside factors affect us on a day-to-day basis, a minute-by-minute, second-by-second basis, which, pardon me, ultimately affects the others around us. It affects our families, it affects us within our family unit, it affects our work colleagues. And the thing that perhaps a lot of us don't realise is we do have that choice. And the person to decide that is the person that you see in the mirror every day, brushing your teeth, brushing your hair, getting dressed. And within our programs, we do a lot of mirror work. So we actually say, I love you in front of a mirror. Now, this is a really hard exercise. That's probably the hardest exercise in my programs, because sometimes, you know what, actually not even sometimes, most of the time people don't like what they see in the mirror. And it's quite alarming, actually, because we are unique and we are beautiful. There is nobody else like us. There is no other Penelope. There is no other you. If you will allow me just to read something really quickly. Choose to believe that it is easy to change a thought or a pattern. It is your choice to do so. I always have a choice. Most of us have foolish ideas about who we are and many rigid rules about how life should be lived. Let's remove the word should from our vocab and remove it forever. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. You should be wearing that. You should be seeing that. If you think about it, it's actually very true. Should is a word that makes a prisoner of us. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. Now, talking about choice still, I'm actually reading a book at the moment about a North Korean girl who, with her mum, escaped North Korea and ended up in China, only to fall in the hands of some people traffickers. Now, eventually they became free, and of course she's now written this book. So that's a very dramatic story, but it's a choice they made. And thankfully, it was a good choice for them. So we can have great choices, average choices, very average choices. So what I thought would be good for us now is to start making the bloody good life choices. And I wanted to read something else to you as well, if I may. I love reading. I love reading and gaining the knowledge. When I was talking on one of my other videos, it was about learning lessons. Now, sometimes we bang our head against that wall doing the same thing over and over, but we're not learning from that lesson. So at the event on the 25th of this month, we're going to be really looking at those types of lessons that we can learn from. And how do we recognize that it's a lesson, or if it's something that we should actually keep trying, and then eventually it will work out. So the bottom line of this life that we're leading, the life that we're living, the life that we want to embrace and love and live with this peace and harmony like I do now, there is a bottom line, and that's what I'll be showing you at our event, and it's partly to do with this. That's part of what I'll be talking about, the inner you. Whilst some of this may sound universal, fluffy, woo-woo, that's not where I'm coming from. But the peace that I now feel within my life is welling up in me to share with everybody. Where do we start? What's the first step to take? How do we know which direction is the good direction, the best direction, the most positive direction to head into? And often we can get confused. Who do we hang out with? Who's good for me to be with, to socialise with, to live with, to trust? So there's a lot of these questions that we're going to talk about, and it will be really helpful in your everyday life. Some of us have triggers that set us off from past situations and experiences that we've been in. So we'll be discussing those as well, and how to live with them and actually live through them and get past them. And then one day we can just wipe it off like this and it won't matter. That takes time. It takes the know-how, and that's all about your home base HQ, as I call it. So you will walk away with some fantastic information, a tool belt of great skills that you can apply. And then I'm always there as a backup for you as well, which I'll go into detail once we're in the room. So I just wanted to touch base to reassure you that the gig that I'm holding on the 25th of this month is going to be extremely interactive, filled with so much information and knowledge that you're going to be very glad you came. The people that are coming are amazing. You're all amazing. And I've got some lovely surprises for you as well. And a few things up my sleeve. Because it wouldn't be a PJ event if there was not something else that was in store for everybody. So if you know me, you'll know there'll be some other stuff happening. Anyway, I'll sign off here. I just wanted to touch base to reassure you that I have your back. You can trust me. And I've got my program written with room for spontaneity and lots of discussion and nutting out of stuff, can we call it stuff, that comes up, and releasing it and forgiving. These are all the things that I've learned how to do and to live with, and it's how I now live my life. And can I tell you, it was a bloody good choice, because I'm now having a bloody good life. I love it. Peace and love to all of you. And actually, as the early bird is expiring tomorrow, Friday the 3rd of March, grab your tickets online. All the links are on my Facebook page, my website, Twitter, Instagram, all under Penelope J. It'll lead you straight to the Eventbrite page where you can pay. Don't forget to enter the early bird code of my choice, all one word, and that will take $25 off the price, and away you go. So that's awesome. Take care. Bye.